So how do the events of Thunderbolts factor into Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and beyond? Well, they don't. Head of Marvel Studios Kevin Feige has confirmed that since they're looking to scale things back and since fans demanded that, hey, we don't want to watch TV to know what's going on in the films and vice versa, they're not going to mention the events of Thunderbolts at all. So in case you somehow missed the Thunderbolts, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, I don't know, but Sentry decides to unleash the Void onto all of New York. We can see it pretty much captures all of New York. People are pulled in there, they're living through their worst nightmares and memories and all that. This, of course, is happening in the MCU, the very same MCU that Daredevil is now a part of after being disconnected for a large majority of his existence due to Marvel Studios versus Marvel Entertainment, who produced the TV series. So in a recent interview with Variety, and then in other interviews following that interview, more people want to ask Kevin Feige, how did the events of Thunderbolts that directly happen in New York reflect and impact Daredevil Born Again Season 2? Because they had the foresight of knowing that both are happening simultaneously when they start shooting, writing the scripts, and obviously with Season 2, it's well after the events. So how are they going to address it? What's Matt Murdock going to say? What are the citizens of New York going to say? And Kevin Feige said nothing. There will be no mentions of it or crossover. Daredevil will not talk about how the Void or anything like that happened. It's just not a factor in Daredevil. So again, this goes off the back of what I talked about in the whole new angle that Marvel Studios is taking with Marvel TV and Daredevil. People demanded that they all connect and they're important and matter, that they're not just side stories. So they tried that. People rejected and said, no, go back to the old way where they don't matter. So now they are. So when we get to Born Again Season 2, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing season. I can't wait. Having known two people that work on it now, I am so hyped about that series and what I've been told. Especially some of the elements people are not expecting. But don't expect much, if any, MCU connection. And I can tell you there will be MCU connections, guaranteed. But something like Thunderbolts, them addressing it, things like that, if anything, it's going to be like the event, from the Avengers being mentioned in Daredevil Season 1, and that's it. It's going to bypass it, and they don't want to talk about it because, again, somebody might just watch Daredevil, and they're not going to know what the Void is. Just like how somebody watching Thunderbolts could have heard, wait, there's a blind lawyer called Daredevil, and 90% of the crowd would not have known what they're talking about because Daredevil wasn't watched by anybody in comparison to Thunderbolts. So it's an interesting game that they're playing here, trying to balance this, and it looks like they finally figured out how. Just don't mention it and move on and pretend like it didn't happen. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.